everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to have you here with me today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rachel and I am a disruptor within the accounting space. I am disrupting what it means to be an accountant and I'm disrupting what it feels like to have an accountant. If you are new here, then welcome. In today's video, I am all about creating the content that I wished I'd had when I first started my business. So I have scaled an accountancy practice from a one-man band with 50 clients up to a team of 12 with over 600 clients and counting in 2.5 years. And so today I'm going to talk to you about how we've scaled our office space in line with our increased demand. And so I think the first thing to say here is that we do not have the perfect solution. I'm not entirely sure there is one, but I am all about just like opening the doors, reducing the barriers on this sort of information, because even if someone hadn't found the perfect solution, I would have really appreciated some insight into what they do. So if you are brand new here, you can actually check out our journey from 0 to 500 clients here, which just walks and talks you through the journey so far. It doesn't focus on the office element, but it will just give you a little bit of context into how we've scaled the business. And so in today's video, I'm going to map out exactly how our office requirements have changed from starting the business from our dining room table to the huge office space that we now have to accommodate our 600 clients and 12 members of staff. I'm going to take you from the dining room table all the way through to our solution now in like a vlog style content video. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and the best way to support me as a creator is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Right, enough of an intro. Let's go. Alrighty, so to kick off the office space tour, we're starting with the dining room table. James, give us a wave. So this is literally where the business began, and I really wanted to include a piece here to just say, if you are working and starting your business from your spare bedroom, from your dining room table, from your lap with a laptop, like that is okay. Like, don't compare your day one to someone else's day 365. For us, the work that we did on the dining room table built the business that we have today, even with the dog asleep at our feet, which he literally is still right now. So the work that we did here literally built the business that we have today. And so James and I started working at the dining room table together with 50 clients, and we then scaled up. We got our first member of staff who also joined us on the dining room table. I'm not even sure how we convinced him to quit his stable job and work with me and James on our dining room table, but he did. He's still with us and he is incredible. So it was the three of us for a couple of months until two things happened. The first was that we needed another member of staff, and the second was that we all got bad backs, because really these chairs aren't chairs to be sat on all day. So we had to have a solution, and we already had a solution in mind. We were just putting it off basically because it was really expensive, and that was converting our, we call it a shed, but it's a lot more than a shed. It's basically a really big summer house. We put it off for ages and ages because it was quite a large investment, but we converted our summer house and shed into an office. We actually created an entire YouTube video all about converting a shed into our office, which we all lovingly call shed quarters. So you can watch that video up here right now. It's like a practical video about how we literally converted it. And so now I'm going to take you from the dining room table, I'm going to pick you up and I'm going to take you to shed quarters for a tour. Hello! So we started off on the dining room table, we then moved into shed quarters, and so I'm just going to share some pictures with you if you haven't seen this video already about what shed quarters looked like when it was first finished. So this is what the shed looked like when we first finished it, and so as you can see, we managed to get 5 people into our garden office, and so this did actually serve us for another 7 or 8 months. So this served us until we were about 7 people, and then that's where we then had to move over to the solution that we've got now, which I'll come on to in a sec. And so the solution that we've got now is really lovely collaborative co-working space, which is scaling as we scale. It's not the perfect solution, but it is a really good and practical solution for us right now. But I also wanted to let you guys know that don't worry about shed quarters. We didn't just convert it and then leave it. We actually still use it, and that's where I am now. That's where a lot of you see the content that I create. I think a lot of you know that I am hard of hearing, I'm profoundly deaf, and so for me, actually not working in a big office with lots of noise suits me really well. And so I normally have one day with the team per week. And the rest of the time I'm actually at home on calls in my studio, and so I thought you guys would actually really like a tour. So within the space of shed quarters, obviously from the videos and pictures you've just seen, shed quarters is a big space, and so it was actually much too big just for me to have an office. It felt way too extravagant. And so we split our office space in two. There's literally a girl side and a boy side. So James has turned half of the shed quarters into a man cave, which is literally incredible. We've got the man cave, and then I have my accountantshe side, which is lovely and pink. But it hosts my desk space, my office space, my capsule wardrobe, and my YouTube recording space. And so let me show you behind the scenes of what shed quarters is now. So now I'm over at our office space to just talk you through the provider that we use, the solutions that we've got, and then to give you a lovely tour. So it started in the dining room table, then it progressed to shed quarters, and now we have our own incredible office space. I did say at the beginning of this video that no solution is perfect, and this isn't a perfect solution for us. We would really love a really open, collaborative space that has sort of the YouTube studio and other bits and bobs like all in one place. And so we at the moment use the co-working office brand Regus, which is also Regus Spaces. And so as we've grown and scaled, it's always been a really flexible solution for us. So we started off with one office, then we scaled up to two, and now we're at 3 offices. So we've got 3 office rooms, all like really nice and aesthetic and like branded and cozy. But for us as a team, we really do love that collaborative open plan space. There have been like random unexpected benefits to being in different rooms. So if people do have calls or they need to take calls, it's actually quite nice. You're in a much smaller space, and so rather than having to go and use one of the booths that we have here, you can literally just take the call, and instead of being in a room of 12 people, you're just in a room of 4 or maybe 5 other people. Now that we have got a team of 12, we offer a completely hybrid working arrangement, and so our team only come in once or twice a week. So the minimum for everybody is 1, and most people do come in once a week. Other people like me and James come in a lot more often, and so having a hybrid working space has actually brought new challenges for us. It's actually really hard as a business owner to we've always wanted to offer hybrid and flexible working solutions, but what that means for us is that we have to pay for office space full time, so 7 days a week, even if we're only using it for 1 day a week. To be honest, that's just a pill that we've had to swallow, because we definitely wouldn't be able to attract the sort of talent that we attract if we were in the office full time. Me and James firmly believe in respect and boundaries, and so for hybrid working really works for us. But that has been one downside, is we're paying for office space 365 days of the year and actually only using it for 52 days of that year. And so that has been quite unique. So we use Regus. Included in the price that we pay, and I'll give you a tour in a sec, included in the price we pay is all of the furniture, so we didn't have to buy or invest in any desks or chairs or anything like that. There's lots of things on the walls, so clocks and little drawers and side tables, all of that stuff we didn't have to pay for. It is included in the price, and every time we get a new office we get to just pick the furniture that we would like in the room. Some furniture you have to pay more for, others is included. There's lots of add-ons, and so I would definitely encourage you, if you are looking at a co-working space, to look at hidden extras. Be very explicit when you ask about what's included and what's not included. Simple things like tea and coffee for us is just not included in the price. We have a solution to that, which is we have just bought a coffee machine. We have a lovely basket of like goodies and sweet treats and like teas and coffees and things. That's been our solution, but I would definitely recommend being very explicit in what's included and what's not included. And then outside of that, we are really happy with the office space. It's just as we grow and scale, we are desperate to find a permanent place to call home. But to be honest, for right now, we are really happy here because we're growing and scaling so rapidly. If we were ever going to buy an office space, we would probably outgrow it within a couple of years anyway. So for semi-long term, I think this is where we'll be calling home. And it's really important to us to have a workplace that reflects not only our core values, but our like standards as well. And so it's always been really important for James and I to have somewhere that is really like a destination that people can come to and create content and feel relaxed and like co-work themselves. So if any clients ever come to visit, sometimes they'll just hot desk and work here. If suppliers come, we're able to provide them with like just lovely office space. And so for us, co-working solutions are our solution to that, in that you get a lot more than what you pay for in terms of like the communal areas and communal spaces. So that's been our journey so far. So we started on the dining room table, we then had shed quarters as office space. Now we're over here and we've got shed quarters as a YouTube studio, and so now I'm going to give you a tour of our office space here. So let's go. What a journey. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey as our community. I am so grateful to have you guys here with us as the journey continues. As always, please let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you've got any top tips to add, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and the best way to support me as a creator is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again very soon.